Hello VC, yeah, I know it's another CD finds video and I'm a part of the VC, the so-called VC. Yeah, I've been buying an abundance of CDs recently from charity shops, and I've got some pretty impressive finds to show in this stack, and it is quite a lengthy stack. So let's get into it. I picked up this CD today, the Ducks. They're a country group. That's about really all I know. I was just curious to give them a listen, really. So I brought this for £1. Most of these CDs, I think, were £1. This Bruce Springsteen Live Volume 2. Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band Live 1975 to 85, CD 2. And of course Volume 1. And yeah, these are pretty old, pretty retro. So I'm guessing these are like first pressings or near first pressings. So yeah, old 80s CDs. This Lily Allen Smile. To be honest with you, I brought this thinking it was the album, because I'm pretty sure this cover is pretty much what the album is like, similar. But then I should have checked the back of it and realised it was a single. I probably wouldn't have brought it otherwise, but I just assumed that was the album. And yeah, I think this came out in 2007 and was pretty popular. I remember downloading a few of the songs back in the day, and thinking it was it was all right, so yeah, bought the single. The Dreams Revolt. I'm not really sure what genre this band falls into, whether this is punk, metal, rock, one of those three, I guess. So yeah, this is sort of a bit of a blind buy. A bit sort of interested to see what this is all about. So yeah, picked up this for £1. This Donald Fagen, rather like his music as well as Steely Dan, of course. And this was an album I hadn't got in the collection. So yeah, I brought this and ripped it to my computer. CD is a bit kind of shoddy. As you can see, it's a bit kind of, well, I think that might be a bit of disc rot on there. But yeah, it's not too great. I mean, like, those lines go through the CD, as you can see, so I'm not too concerned about that. It's all the kind of like speckly bits and some of the scratches on there, some of the surface scratches, some staining on there as well. That but it ripped to my my iTunes okay, and I'm not likely to play the CD anytime soon, so yeah, hopefully it'll be alright. This Duran Duran Rio remaster. Remember back in the day when they used to say they featured like the music videos on these CDs, providing you got like an old version of Windows back in the time, whatever that Windows would have been, you can run them on. And it was all quite impressive back then, wasn't it? But doesn't really mean much today, does it? But anyway, yeah, this is sort of like a remaster of, I'm guessing, like maybe the early 2000s, something like that. And yeah, of a classic album, an album I've never owned before. So glad to finally get this in the collection. This Kenny G, Breathless. Kenny G is actually a jazz musician, and I have one or two of his other albums actually, and rather like it actually. Rather like his music, and this album I gave this a listen, and it was rather nice actually. I must admit, did rather like it. So yeah, Kenny G, Breathless. The Waterboys, Fisherman Blues. Picked this one up, so it's not a bad find for £1. The Brighton band, The Levellers, Mouth to Mouth, of course, features the hit song Beautiful Day, which I've always liked, sort of in the late 90s, 1997 I do believe. Yeah, so yeah, glad to have another Levellers album in the collection. Always kind of sound that kind of Irish kind of sound, don't they? But they're not. They're actually a Brighton band. I guess it's that kind of music, isn't it? Supergrass, self-titled, I believe this is. Yeah, just the standard Supergrass copy. I have a special edition copy as well. I just wanted to get that standard just to sort of add it to the Supergrass discography. Classic 80s album by Level 42, Running in the Family. This edition includes extra track Freedom Someday. So yeah, as you can see, Pound, Lessons in Love, Running in the Family. Good album, good solid album, must admit. Mike and the Mechanics, the singles 1985 to 2014. Human League, Essential. Not a bad little compilation this. And as you can see, the tracks on there: Do You Want Me, Love Action, Open Your Heart, Mirror Man, Together in Electric Dreams, Human. Yeah, that's a lot there. Nice find this. Essential World, Kate Bush. I have this on cassette, but not on CD until now. So yeah, nice find. Not a bad album. Probably one of her best. Not her best, but it's certainly up there. And yeah, this is a £1. I think these all are £1. This was a nice find. Blade Runner, Vangelis. As you can see there, look, Woolworths 14.49. Yeah, that's how much CDs used to be. Some of the expensive ones, and that's quite dear even for then. And considering Woolworths were like rather quite cheaper than like stores like Smith's back in the day, $14.49 for Woolworths. That's pretty dear. So yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, this is probably worth a few quid, I imagine. Even now, imagine soundtracks particularly are very popular. So to pick this up as for £1 in a charity shop is pretty good. And look, there's a song on there called Rachel's Song. Isn't that interesting? This Oscar Peterson Piano Colossus. It's a 3 CD set. Cost me £3. Most places charge you for the CD per CD, so no surprise it was £3 in the end. I don't think it had a price label on it when I brought it. I was hoping it might be cheap for £1, but ended up charging me £3, which I was okay to pay. But yeah, nice compilation of Oscar Peterson. There's a lot on there. As you can see, there's over 60 odd tracks on there. So yeah, nice one to have. Another Within Temptation album I have to the collection, Hydra. This is actually a double CD, and you're probably thinking, this being the last CD I'm showing is the best. Well, as impressive as this is for £1 £2 for a double, I have some others to show you, which are going to blow your mind. They really are. Look at this. Original Masters recording. Yeah, these are Mobile Fidelity SoundLab CDs. And as you can see, I did actually have to move the price label to cover up the child's private areas. I don't want people like the Wax getting too excited now, do we? So yeah. Anyway, amazing finds for £1. Yeah, Nirvana, Nevermind on Mobile Fidelity. This is amazing. And this one as well, Blind Faith. Yet again, had to cover up the girl a bit. £2 for some reason. This is, don't know why, makes no sense. But hell, £2 for this? I mean, really? Am I dreaming here? Really? This is amazing. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, Hard Promises, for £1 on mobile fidelity. And finally, the jewel in the crown, I think, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon on mobile fidelity. And yeah, I played this and I was very, very impressed of how it sounds, the separation in the sounds as well, how it the first track particularly, the style of it, Speak to Me, the sounds were just bouncing from one side of the room to the other. It just sounded like special. It sounded really like this is something else. I don't think I've ever heard something sound so good on CD before. I was really sort of surprised, and I ran it through my proper CD player, which has got an digital optical out. It was the best sort of way I can possibly play a CD, and I'm glad I did, because I got the full benefit out of my hi-fi setup by doing that, and I really enjoyed the album thoroughly. So it just goes to show, if you are persistent and you keep going out to these charity shops like myself, that you can find gems like this. It can be done. I didn't expect this. I'm surprised nobody snapped them up. They must have, I don't know, either just came in. Maybe I was just very lucky just to get in there as quick as I did, and to buy them up. They might even have some more in there in the back. Who knows? But we'll see. So, yeah. On that note, then, I will see you in my next video, and wish you all your best in your finds for great music. And till then, see you in my next video. Bye for now.